Hello, class. My name is Ethan Perez, and today I want to cover the location and country of Spain. And there's reasons why I would like to is because my last name is Perez. I am 70% European, and 40% of that would belong to Spain. So I just wanted to cover this country. I find it very intriguing. I've never been to Spain, and I just use this as an excuse to cover the topic. So first is the location of Spain. The location of Spain, it shares a border with Portugal and another European country, and it's underneath France. It is right above the continent of Africa. And so Portugal, Spain, and France, they have very similar cultures, and DNA-wise, the natives of those places, I mean, they're all pretty much genetically the same. That's why when you just hear them speak, they can confuse words. They share many words, which they all share kind of the Latin language. Spain was also founded in 1492 and is situated in the Iberian Peninsula, which is shared with Portugal and France. So, locations of Spain. I want to show you a couple locations that I just find beautiful, or just if I'm ever in Spain, this is where I would go. And the capital of Spain is probably the number one area I would go. That's the first one, and it's Madrid. So Madrid is just the biggest city in Spain, and it's the most popular area known. They don't have any beaches. If you want to go to the beaches, you want to go to Barcelona, which is the other big city in Spain. But speaking of Barcelona has this church, and I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it is called La Sagrada Familia. This was founded hundreds of years ago in 1882. In the bottom left picture, you see just a rooftop of the inside of the church, and just how much work was put in that. It's beautiful. And on the bottom right, you see like four cranes working on the church. And this is the outside view. It's a recently taken pic. And so it is estimated to be done in like 4 years, 2026, hopefully. And here are some castles of Spain, because Spain was also just very popular in the medieval times. This is the biggest castle I could find. I think it's gorgeous. And this is why I chose this castle in particular. It's called Alcazar Castle. So here's some other castles I have that I found very beautiful, and there are many castles in Spain. There's one along a hilly area, and there's one on top of rock cliffs with a village underneath. You can see closely in that picture. And the cuisine in Spain. Next is the food. And so the food of Spain is just they're known for their paella and the churros. I'm sure you've had probably both in America and how well they are. And it's not Mexican food. Mexican food is very differently. Mexican has their own tacos and beef fajitas, very different from Spanish food. And we actually combine that with Texas food, and that would be called Tex-Mex. Just don't not to be confused with any of the Spanish food here. But Mexican and Tex-Mex actually likes to include some of these dishes, such as churros and a lot of their alcohol drinks. And so here's some history of Spain. So why are people from Spain, why are they called Hispanic? Well, Hispanic is actually a ethnicity, cultural identity. Doesn't mean that's what you are like blood-wise, but so the Roman Empire, when Spain wasn't not occupied as a country, it was just called Hispania. The Roman Empire pretty much ruled in that time their area, and their area, they just called it Hispania. So when Spain became their own nation, they just called it Spain from Hispania. And if you are from there, they called it Hispanic. That Hispanic is exclusively um, Spanish thing. And if you're from a nation that they used to conquer or rule, you're still considered Hispanic because of the culture was left on that country. And why do so many people have EZ in their last name? I'm one of them. My last name is Perez. What Perez means is it means son of Peter. The EZ means son of. And where they got that from is after the Roman Empire fell, a lot of barbarians, German tribes, and nomadic tribes were just conquering all of Europe. And they settled down in Spain, and they got their customs down there and say, hey, if I'm going to show ownership, this is where we do it. EZ means son of. For example, if your name was Jack and your son's name is Thomas, well, your son's name is going to be Thomas Jack. So that's why they know who you belong to. Spanish people have the same thing. So if your name is Gonzalez, your name is son of Gonzalo. That's what it translates to. Spain is also the world's first empire, global empire, I should say, and there's many powerful empires before Spain, but to be called a global empire officially, like Spain was, you had to conquer just literally parts of the whole world, not just much of one area, but just literally part of the whole world. This was actually the reason why they had their downfall. And before that, though, Spanish was the most spoken language in the world, and now it is the second most spoken language in the world. if they were a little bit smarter at the way they controlled their territories, I'm sure history might have been different. But that's all I have to say for Spain, and it's a beautiful country. I hope to visit one day, and I hope you all might want to visit. And it's my informative presentation on it. Thank you.